Forget-Me-Not by Charlotte Cushman. When springtime fancies haunt the brain, or cluster round the young heart's shrine, no sadness clogs the dreamer's strain to bid him o'er his lot repine. By love's first fantasies oppressed, he hies him to some stream-lave spot, and sighs along the blue flower's breast, Forget-me-not, forget-me-not. Facts pertaining to the late Charlotte Cushman, born 1816, died 1876, a non-exhaustive list in loosely chronological order. First, international theatrical star to come from the United States. William Charles Macready by Charlotte Cushman. The tragic muse that erst so proudly won fair beauty's tears, of manly souls the praise, who o'er her altars had refulgent shone, and there dispensed the poet's greenest haze, now crownless sat and wept o'er long departed days. She left school to support her family with performance, first opera, then the theater. First woman to manage a professional theater company at the Walnut Street Theater in Philadelphia. Wrote poetry, short stories, and scores of letters, particularly love letters. William Charles Macready by Charlotte Cushman. Mine has the study ever been to scan the master spirits of my well-loved art, that from their bright examples I might plan rule for my guidance, to play well my part. For yearnings after fame have stirred my heart, and hopes, although presumptuous ones, been mine. Yet now I bid these phantoms all depart, for who that sees him can expect to twine with his a wreath of bays worth casting on fame's shrine. Performed breeches parts constantly throughout her career, redefining masculinity on stage and off stage. Often played Romeo opposite her sister. She assumed Romeo as her masculine persona offstage. Alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should, without eyes, see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine, oh me? What fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, more with love. Why, then, oh brawling love, oh loving hate, oh anything of nothing first create? Often turned the theater-going girlies gay. Love is a smoke raised with the fume of sighs being purged, a fire sparkling in lovers' eyes being vexed, a sea nourished with lovers' tears. What is it else? A madness most discreet, a choking gall, and a preserving sweet. Dressed in masculine and feminine clothing in public, consistently and confidently. Had a series of long-term partnerships, polyamorous relationships, and marriages to fellow women artists, one of which resulted in the first documented palimony suit. They call you lantern-jawed as you open your lips to speak light. Cast your art upon me, poor shadow of yours, partner of indomitable will, noble bedfellows. Act I mannish enough for you to cry out, Romeo? A shuddering sigh of applause. Player, the art of exception. Why do we ask lessons of the dead? If life will not answer, why should they be less mum? Started a well-respected and thriving arts colony in Italy for her circle of queer femme friends, lovers, and enemies, sometimes all at once. Jokingly referred to the group as Jolly Bachelor Women, 1.5 of which may have been true. Poor dreamer, like his fleeting years, the autumn of his fond desires pours disappointment's icy tears to quench his youth's delusive fires. Within his heart, time and despair to foil his hopes' triumphant flight, unmoved at his unceasing prayer. Forget me not, forget me not. Performed several farewell shows. Once diagnosed with breast cancer, kept coming back for encores and readings. He established schools and funds to support young women artists, which continue to support those communities throughout the US. Died in her Newport mansion in 1876, surrounded by friends, family, and her wife at the time, Emma Stebbins. Like to the flower, when autumn comes to seek its folds with chilling breath, and winter's earliest whisper roams its heart among to tell of death. Thus on man's heart, as o'er the flower fall tears, with grief and anguish hot, and speeds the cry of heaven's high power, forget me not, forget me not. The cities of Boston and New York held candlelit vigils in her honor. True to her career, both events sold out. Central Park Angel of the Water statue, created by renowned sculptor and long-term partner Emma Stebbins, was modeled after Cushman. Epilogue, not epitaph. Young and astray in Philadelphia, turn angel of the waters, scrubbed clean of the house of the word, we give you fresh stone to forget wood once green and queer, sisterly lover, as Romeo, as queen. Continuity is a lie, covering a series of roles quilted in American gender. Win our father so we may love you, as though foreborn is forearmed. In the good old days, so my Zadie often said, the horses shit in the streets. Leave it to us to draw romance from the beastly. I summon your ghost as a series of faces to wear. Infuse me with grease paint guidance and obscene dreams. Even the stars shift and fade, yet return as universal lures, drawing light to their orbit. Do they remember? Shall we?